Hello, welcome back. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you a new body device. So it's a skincare device for the body from a brand called Thermoslim. So Thermoslim are a wellness beauty tech brand, and they aim to offer non-invasive treatments for people to use at home. So great, for busy lifestyles where you can't go to the salon all the time and you can just easily get your hands on as and when you want at home. Their flagship product is this one that I have in my hands right here, which is the Thermoslim 3-in-1 body sculpting device. And this integrates heat therapy and compression. So it's aimed to basically contour the body. So most at-home devices like this, like body sculpting devices, they don't deliver dramatic results. And many of them you'll find on the market, they just use the one mechanism, and that's where the limitation is. So the real question is, does combining these technologies make a difference? Compared to the Thermoslim device, this is where a lot of companies actually fall short. You'll find that some devices, they'll only use vibration, and then you'll also find that there's some that will just use the light therapy part, and just using the one mechanism alone can often perform minimal results. For example, cellulite, most of us have it, and the appearance involves underlying tissue, circulation, and skin texture as well. And one single approach might not address all of those, whereas a Thermoslim device combines microcurrent, vacuum cupping, and red light therapy all in one. So microcurrent I've spoken about many times on my channel. I absolutely love it. I use it a lot on my face actually. It's something that's used a lot in aesthetic treatments. And what this does is it uses low level electrical currents to stimulate the muscle, causing it to contract. So the goal there is to improve muscle tone and temporary tightening. And with the Thermoslim device, the level of EMS is actually adjustable. So you can change the intensity suiting to whatever your need is. And with this method, as I always say when it comes to anything like this, is consistency is absolute key. So you can't use it a few times and think, oh well, it's not doing anything for me, it's not for me, it's not working. You have to really keep going with it to see positive results. Of course, it's non-invasive, so it's not damaging your tissue, and the results are supportive, not extreme. So, keep your expectations realistic. You're not going to get massive, dramatic changes. It's not going to replace the gym. Vacuum cupping is actually something that's new to me. It's not something that I've done before using this device. So with this, the vacuum function gently lifts the skin, and this may temporarily increase circulation and help to mobilize fluid. It can also improve the appearance of dimpled skin as well, and also mimic professional lymphatic style treatments. So it's a controlled suction. It should feel like a massage, like a really nice massage, not painful in any way. And another treatment I'm a huge fan of is a red light therapy. Again, use this in my skincare all the time, daily actually. And red light therapy is widely studied for skin support. It's often used to stimulate collagen production and improve the appearance of skin texture over time. And of course, it's non-invasive and painless. It's actually really nice. So as I mentioned before with a couple of other things, when it comes to a device like this, consistency is absolute key. I can't stress that enough. This is going to support the skin rather than giving you like instantly dramatic results. And each of the therapies that you use in this device, or within this device I should say, addresses each layer differently. For example, the microcurrent will improve muscle tone, the vacuum cupping will support circulation and fluid movement, and the red light therapy will support skin quality. So it's a layered approach rather than a single target device. So let's have a look at the device itself. This is the box that it comes in, very cute. I love the pink. And then in here you get your large cup here. So I'll pull this out, it is used. So that is the one for the body, so it's got a larger area to it. And then there's also this little round one here, which is for more targeted areas. I believe you can use this on the face as well. And then this is the device itself here. There's also, I haven't actually used it yet, I haven't had to charge it yet. It's lasted really well, but there's also a little charging cable in there as well. And also a cute little bag to keep it in. Oh, and the gel, the conductive gel as well. How much is in there? 100 grams. So this is the device itself. So these little probes here are the microcurrent probes. There's a little filter in there as well. And the red light therapy, there is a ring. Let me show you. There's a little ring. There's a little ring of light just around there, which has got the red light therapy in it as well. And what you can hear there is the vacuum cupping. So that's like the sucking, should we say. So I'll just turn it off for now. So to use this, you just get your cup and then it just slots in there. There's like, you know, little grooves there. Just slot it in and then twist to secure. And then this part here is what you're going to use to suction it. So if I show you, there is also, so to turn it on, you just use the power button. And then you can, as I say, it says body and face here. So we're selected for body and you can actually adjust the intensity. So for the cupping, we can turn that up. You can hear it gets stronger as it goes up. And then for the EMS, we can turn that intensity up there as well. You can't see that very well, but the light's up here. So if I show you quickly, it's so easy to use, it really is. Oh, hello, let's turn that back down. Right, so if I just press the lipo bit, just so I can show you close up, let's get a good angle. So if you can see, can you see? It kind of sucks my skin up like that and then releases it a bit. And obviously you can turn up, as I say, I don't want to turn it up too much, but you can turn up the intensity just there. So that's the cupping motion. And then as it does lift the skin will come into contact with the microcurrent probes as well. So that's what I mean. You're really getting that all-in-one treatment from this. So yeah, as I say, extremely easy to use. It really is. It's actually a really lovely treatment to do by yourself because you're really getting that kind of massage feel from it. It's very relaxing, not painful in any way whatsoever. So you get your conductive gel and just squirt that onto the area. I tend to concentrate, or I have been concentrating, on the tops of my legs and my tummy because they're the kind of areas that I'm most self-conscious of where cellulite is involved, I suppose, or a bit of like loose saggy skin, should we say. So just squirt your gel on, rub it in like, you know, any moisturizer, but so that you've got a bit of a film left on the top, because what that does is it's going to stop from like friction. It's going to cause the device to glide better. And then with the legs, you kind of just hold the skin a little bit taut, and you want to be moving from the knee, if you're doing the top of the leg, from the knee up towards the thigh. So we're going in upward motions and keeping that skin nice and taut with the other hand at the same time. I find that if you keep the skin more taut, it will move smoother. If you don't hold that skin taut, it can almost feels like it's catching, if you know what I mean. It doesn't move as smooth, especially like, you know, like me, if you've got a little bit of extra chub there. I'm 45, I've had 2 children. Come on, give me a break. And then if you do want to do the bottoms of your legs as well, like your kind of your calf area, exactly the same. You'll just work from the ankle up towards the knee. So upward motions again. When it comes to the tummy, it's a little bit more complicated. Well, not complicated, there's a little bit more to it, I should say. So again, make sure you've got plenty of gel on that area. It's a little bit harder to keep this area a bit taut. I kind of stretch myself rather than using my hand to do it. But I start off at the sides of my tummy, or well, abdomen, whatever, and work upwards towards the chest. So going upwards on both sides. Then I move on to the center. Now I have a really deep belly button, I always have done. And I find it really hard over the tummy button area. So it does jump or skip, should we say, a little bit over that area. But when I get to the middle, you kind of go in a bit of a zigzag motion. Again, always upwards. So starting from the waist, or under the waist, if you know what I mean, like the waistband, and then going in a zigzag up towards the chest again. And very lastly, to finish off that area, just upwards, just upward motions from, again, the waistband up towards the chest. You can also do your bottom. So, you know, if you want to do that, but it's exactly the same way. You'll just go from, you know, the bottom of your cheek up towards the back. And then for the arms, again, you'll go towards the armpit. So you're always wanting to drag it. You want to think up, always up. But yeah, that's it really. That's how you use it. Very simple, very easy, and really nice. Honestly, it is such a nice treatment. It really is. I actually really enjoy doing it. As I say, you know, not painful, non-invasive, as I said before. And yeah, just really quite lovely. So despite this being a wonderful at-home device, it is still an at-home device. So it's not going to replicate any medical grade equipment. The results are going to be gradual. Don't expect miracles, and consistency matters. I'm going to say it again. I sound like a broken record, but it really does. It really does. So you want to aim to be using it for about 15 minutes for each session, and around 3 times a week as well. So it's really easy. It's really easy to fit into your routine. 15 minutes 3 times a week. But as I say, it's not like it's a burden either. It's actually really nice to use. I would say that this device is really good for people that have already tried single action devices and they haven't seen the results that they wanted. Do give this a go, because I'm telling you, the combination of the 3 treatments is amazing. Combined, they make it work so much harder and so much better. And the good thing about this as well is that if you're not a fan of the layered approach, if it doesn't work for you, Thermoslim actually offer a 90-day money-back guarantee, which is really good actually, because a lot of companies won't do that if it's been used. So I'll show you my before and afters. This is over, I think I've been using it now for about 2 weeks. So as I say, it's not dramatic. There's no dramatic changes here, but there are changes nevertheless. So on this side, I will show you the before and after of my tummy. So yeah, as you can see, it does look a bit firmer. It does. Yeah, a little bit smaller, but I have been going to the gym as well. You know, that's not all the device. And then on this side, I will just show you my legs as well. Again, the skin looks firmer. I think most of all, that's what I've noticed most out of doing this, like on a regular basis, is that my skin is definitely firmer. And I do believe that my cellulite isn't as prominent as well. So yeah, I'll be honest with you. When they contacted me, asking me to review this, I was like, oh, I don't know. I've heard about these things before, you know, is it going to be any good? You know, is it just a gimmick? But now I've tried it, it does actually work. It is really good. But yeah, as I said, broken record, you need to be consistent with it. So as always, I will link the product in the description box below, along with any details, discount codes. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me if you enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye.